Oh, you got eye boogies. You're okay. I know you don't like it. You're okay. All done. All done. Yeah, all done. It is a beautiful morning, you guys. It's so beautiful. Now, it was pretty chilly last night. It was pretty chilly. My feet turned white. So that means it was cold. That means it was below freezing. Yeah, and if you guys, those of you that have subscribed to my channel already know this, but my hands turn white. I have that symptom, Reynolds, I don't know. Anyways, basically low circulation to your feet and toes. Yes, and I'm a camper in Colorado. Hello and welcome to Spirit Forest. I almost forgot to say that. This is one of the last days at the tent. You guys, we got to take the tent down here soon. So I thought that I'd bring out the camera. Now, I don't really have much planned other than I got to get a lot of that wood stacked again. I'm not going to film me stacking that again, but just letting you know, that's kind of what I'm doing today is I'm just getting stuff ready for when the snow falls, because once it starts falling, it doesn't melt. That's the problem. So once it hits the ground, it really doesn't melt. Now, there has been a year that I was out here where it really didn't snow much at all the entire winter. It was really weird. Like, the kids and I were camping in March, which is for here is really odd because I've been here in March and there's 3 feet of snow. But I don't know if this winter is going to be that way or not. It's always a gamble. So I want to try to get as much of these logs off the ground. I'm actually kind of sad that the tent might be coming down soon, or is going to be coming down soon. And I just kind of want to chill here for a little bit too. So we might be talking and chatting and stuff. I'm not sure what about, but I'd love for you to join me today if you want to join me. Do you want to go see the trees? They are so pretty and golden. Let's go see the trees for a little bit. Do you remember this shelter? This is what I called my bushcraft shelter because I couldn't think of another term for it. But I stayed in this for a few days or so. I think I've camped in a few days. I have been asked to stay in it again. It's been weathered. Let's just put it that way. So we're gonna have to try to fix it up a little bit. I think that I'm trying to figure out what my schedule is. I don't want to stay in this when it's raining. I can stay in this when it's snowing. However, it doesn't really offer much support here, but I think I can improve it a little bit more. Not going to do a ton of work on it. It's just kind of more for just, sleeping outside, and it's kind of nice to be able to sleep outside. A lot of times I want the bears to hibernate before I stay in here. That's kind of nice that I know they're away, but they're usually not hibernating until like there's really snow on the ground. So yeah, we might risk it. We might come out here and stay the night out in the open. To me, it's just as safe as staying the night in the tent, so it really doesn't matter. If you want a video of that, let me know. Put a comment below. Say, yeah, stay in the bushcraft shelter. Let's see what that's like. It's really cool because the moon, rises and sets throughout the night. And it's, I like to do it when it's like a full moon. So I'll have to try to see if I can time it that way because it's so bright in here. It's really, really pretty. But we'll see if my schedule works for that. And then I'll be able to stay in this little bushcraft shelter. I do want to do some more kind of bushcraft kind of training type videos. I don't consider myself an expert in any way, but it is something that I really enjoy doing. The good boy. Yeah. Who's the good boy? You didn't attack that guy. Yeah, you're so good. Sorry, I know some of you guys don't like it that I tie him up, but he will come and attack somebody if they come on the property. So, had to tie him up while I had a contractor here and I was talking to him. But you're good, aren't you? You're good. Yeah. Ooh, it warmed up. So, I had to climb this hill in order to get internet or cell coverage. I got one bar. I had to make a phone call, but I just wanted to state that it's just, how Rocky's getting older. Usually if I leave my property at all, he follows me. And I can guarantee you he's just sitting at the deck underneath the tarp next to the tent. And it just makes me kind of sad because he's just getting older and I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready for Rocky to go, It's just sad. I just wanted to share that thought with you guys because I always, whenever I walk away and he's here, he follows me. And now he doesn't want to follow me. He wants to stay in his retirement and just sleep all day. Okay, I'm going to get back to my tent. I was hoping this voicemail would come through my phone on top of this hill, and it's not. But, I don't know, I might have to go for a drive to find internet. I'm like preparing my body to work by picking up all of these logs. I think I'm gonna give it 4 hours. 4 hours. So I thought I'd give you like a before because I keep forgetting to do that. It's a lot of work, you guys. It's so much work. I'm gonna show you here what it looks like. Now this is D, a guy that I've hired has come out here to help me cut down all of my dead trees and then I am stacking them. I will eventually have a woodshed that I will build. That's probably way in the future. I have a lot of projects before that I have to do, but by stacking these, my thought is at least I have them organized and maybe not just sitting on the ground where the rodents could live in them. Not to say they can't live in these stacks, but I think it's better. Honestly, I don't know. It's what I'm thinking, and I'm hoping that this was gonna work. I think every year I'll start bringing more logs over towards the house, towards my woodshed that I will build, and I will get a splitter and start splitting wood. And so that way I'm prepared for the winter here, because a lot of my heat is going to be provided by this wood.
The dreams are not the same for me. Standing by the shore while you're on the open sea, cannot take this anymore. There are a lot of voices drowning in the sea. There's too many voices talking back at me. There are a lot of choices waiting to be made. Too many choices making me afraid. Dreams are not the same for me. Standing by the shore.
Kind of random stuff on this video, but I had my another contractor come over and want to talk to me about stuff, and while I was talking to him, a huge thing, like, just the wasps here are just crazy. So Dan Young, one of my subscribers, had gave me a bunch of these, because if you remember that one year, oh, it was nuts. I never seen so many wasps in my life, you know. And it's when it gets really dry. It's about this time of year, because and maybe some of you know this, and maybe some of you don't, but all the wasps end up dying pretty much. I think obviously the queens stay alive or something. I don't know how it all works, but they basically die at about this time of year. And so then they just go crazy, and they're like starving, and they're looking for food. So if like you're sweating at all, they're landing on your neck and your face, and you know, they sting you. And Rocky got stung today, poor thing. Oh, he's looking at me. He was like drooling and everything. I was just like, I felt really bad. I'm gonna put up some of these guys, maybe 2 of them. Dan, you got me a lot of these. And I'm like, I'm gonna put up 2 of them. I think I have 4 total or something like that. I'll put up 2, and then I'll save 2 for next year. But man, is it crazy here right now. There's a nest somewhere, and they put their nest in ground, so it's underground. Yeah, I don't know if even I found the nest, what I would do. I need to get like a bee suit or something like that for this time of year, and just kind of trying to find where they put their home. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put these things up. I've never used these before. Have you? No idea. Don't want to get that stuff on my hands. I don't want to smell like. I know it like attracts them and stuff too.
Look how cruel I am. I gave him peanut butter and I put it on his nose. Oh, he'll get it. He was fun. He was looked way too bored. Was that good, Rockers? Good stuff.
Well, I definitely don't want that scent on me. It wasn't that hard. It wasn't that complicated. But it did say it takes 2 to 5 hours to start up or initiate or something like that. And as I'm looking at the camera, there's like 5 wasps behind me, or behind you. Oh my goodness. Poor Rocky. I feel for him. One of these days I'm actually going to have running water. Won't that be so nice? Yes. Oh goodness. This is a lot harder to do with just one hand. But you know, after a while you kind of master this. So it's starting to get a little bit cooler now. I think I'm done doing a lot of the wood stacking. I just don't want to do anymore. There's a wasp on my camera. I was like, oh, did you see? I see it. Did it go in front of the camera? Yeah. So I don't know. They're out right now. I was thinking I was gonna paint again. I don't know what I'm going to paint yet, but I don't know if I told you, but I signed up to be in a craft fair thing. It's a really, really small one here in the mountains. I think that maybe like 20 people will show to it, you know, kind of a thing. So it's really small, but it's a way for me to meet other artists in the area, and I thought it would be kind of fun And I did paint a bunch of paintings for this, which if they don't sell, that's fine, because I have holes in some of the galleries, and so they want more paintings. So whatever I don't sell, I just plan on bringing over there. I think it'd be kind of fun just to sit at the tent and paint a little bit. Oh, it feels good to sit. What time is it? It's 4 o'clock right now, and I have been standing since, oh, is it 9 o'clock? Something like that. I think is when I started. So this feels good. Like, maybe I just sit for a little bit. I don't know what I'm gonna paint. What should I paint? What do you think? It's so peaceful here. So the type of people that are in the area, these are a lot of cabins and stuff that are in this area. And so a lot of times I paint stuff that are more like mountain Colorado style, because that's what sells up here. However, on my Etsy account, you guys probably see I'll paint anything. You know, I haven't painted that much of the ocean. I should paint the ocean, but a lot of times I don't paint the ocean here because, well, I'm in the mountains, there's no ocean. So I'm thinking, because this is going to be for this craft fair, that we do something mountain. I've been doing these like one animal type paintings that I really like, that are a little bit more abstract, like that owl that I did. And I was thinking maybe a bear, a moose, a donkey. Donkey's huge out here. You never never really think about it. But this is like a mining area, and so like everybody has like mining themes and stuff to their cabin. And in fact, you guys, I met this couple that is looking to build a cabin, and they wanted to walk through my house, and because they're thinking of using my builder and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, come on over. And I gave them a tour through the house, and, you know, they wanted to know how the builder was doing and, you know, stuff like that. Anyways, I was like, oh, so you're going to build, do you know what your style is or what you're going to do? And they're going to do a mining house. They're in Texas, and this is going to be their permanent, no, they're going to have it for the summertime. But it's a big house. You guys think my house is big. Mine's 1,300 square feet, and their house is going to be like 2,500 or 2,800 square feet. And and it's all one level, so it's gonna be really long. It's gonna be really cool. I hope to see it. And they're not too far away from me. And yeah, they're having a whole mining theme to their house. Maybe they'll hire me to do a painting for them. Wouldn't that be fun? I think it'd be fun. Anyways, I just wanted to share that because I was like, yeah, this is a whole mining area. They wanted to do something that was kind of towards the local area, and that's what people do out here. So maybe we paint a donkey. Yes, they are the key to the mining industry way back in the 1800s. So we will paint a donkey today. My paintbrush is falling apart. That's all good. It's one of my favorite ones, but it's all falling apart. This isn't a painting video, but I'm doing a paint. I guess it is a painting video because I am actually painting and doing a video. But I just wanted to show you how I start, and so I'll start with like a little sketch. So it's kind of like a little cute little donkey, you know. I think it's kind of cute looking. That's what I'm hoping for. I think a lot of times in the paintings, when you're doing like an animal, it really comes to life with the eyes, and so I just want to make sure that I have the eyes right. So I just want to make sure the eye is in the right location. I do try to keep these paintings within, you know, 3 hours. An hour would be ideal, but I do it for fun, you know. And it's on a board, so these are the ones I sell on Etsy too, so that's how big they are, and they're on a board, and they're just, they're a lot of fun. Anyways, little plug for my Etsy. If you're looking to purchase a Spirit Forest painting, they are all originals. They are not prints. and it's mostly going to be me outside or wherever I go. A lot of times I'll just bring a board and I'll just paint, and you can have a little part of Spirit Forest in your house if you want to. And you can frame it with just a regular 8x10 frame. Okay, so I'm going to get painting my, my little cute donkey.
This is my story, raised in a small town, trying to burn out in glory. Yeah, I never quite grasped it. This world that was my surrounding, my heart screamed out for more. It's the storm inside that's breaking my heart each morning while it keeps it going. It's been driving my life into both joy and sorrow, and there's still a long way to go. It feels like nothing. I guess I'm the same somehow. I'm sure I made progress. Still I feel this hunger, like the journey just begun. It's the storm inside that's breaking my heart each morning while it keeps it going. It's been driving my life into both joy and sorrow, and there's still a long way to go. It's the storm inside.
I'm having one of those moments, you know, where you're just like, oh, look at the sunset. And then I thought of you, and I was like, we haven't shared the sunset in a while. I love just to sit here in the grass and just watch the sunset and just think about the day, you know. It's ironic that I don't do that in the city. I mostly just do it when I'm here. And today was a good day. It was busy day. Met a lot of people. I had to go to had to end up driving the internet and to get that voicemail. But it was a good day. And then I realized, did I eat today? I didn't eat. So then I was like, I don't feel like cooking something, and then cleaning. It's mostly I don't feel like cleaning. So we're gonna have applesauce and apple chips for dinner and lunch and breakfast. And I was like, my head was hurting a little bit. Like I had a little bit of a headache, and so I was just like, oh yeah, I haven't really eaten yet today. I've been so busy. In fact, a neighbor came over too for a little bit. I like it when neighbors come over. I really do. I'm trying to meet more people here, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job at that, you know. meet some really good friends and stuff. I think that's important to have that in your life. Have people in your life. We are not meant to always be alone, and that is something that COVID taught me. Where before I was like, I just want to be alone. Everyone leave me alone. And now I'm like, oh, come over. I want to talk to you. What are you doing? Kind of funny. So I thought we would sit here. I'm actually gonna eat. I'm not gonna film it. I'm gonna eat, and before the sun sets, and then we'll chat a little bit. I'm trying to make it. You can still see the sun. Right there. There's the sun. Oh my gosh, you guys! It looks so much better in person than it does on my screen. That is like golden, I don't know what to call it. It's just beautiful. And it just doesn't give it justice on the camera right now. But you guys know what it looks like when leaves change colors. So, speaking of that, and we're just gonna chat and I'm gonna ramble and you can talk with me. Some of you guys tell me that, that as I'm talking, you're like talking too. I have some ladies that do that. So up here in Colorado, when it's leaf season, the traffic is crazy. So a lot of times I don't come up here during that time because the traffic is so bad. Like, to get here took an extra hour and a half just to get here. Because there's that many people that drive up to the mountains to see that. I'm like, don't we have that in the city? The leaves change colors. We have seasons in the city too. But they come up here and yeah. It's amazing, you guys. I'm like, if you were here, it's like just a big burst of yellow paint just smashed right into Spirit Forest. You guys saw a little bit more on the beginning of the video this morning. You know, I filmed it for you. That was really nice. But yeah, the traffic up here just gets ridiculous. So I really like these. These are, I don't know, you guys probably know that brand. It's at all the grocery stores. Granny Smith is my favorite flavor. These are perfect for backpacking, but also camping when now things are freezing at night, so I can't take any like bananas, or not that I really do, but I have before brought a banana here. I was like, I'm going to splurge and go buy some bananas. Yeah, that didn't even last the night. They all froze during the night, and then they were like nasty in the morning. So everything freezes at night right now, which I'm a little worried about my paint. I'm going to have to put some hand warmers in that little container I have. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Like, oh yeah. So you haven't seen a lot of cabin videos lately, have you noticed that? It's because nothing's really changing in the cabin. No, it's kind of stalled, which I'm like, no. I'm hiring some of my own contractors, just so I can get things done. I met with one today. I'm really excited for him. Like, I'm nervous because I don't know exactly. To me, it's art. That I'm gonna have art in my backyard. It's gonna be rocks. It's rock art. But as soon as you walk in my house, you're gonna see this rock formation in the backyard, and he wants to know what kind of rocks and do I want to pick the rocks and all that. And it's like, part of me is like, I don't really want to pick the rocks because that's just another decision I have to make. I'll pick the type of rock, and then I was like, you lay it out, but I said I want it to look really cool. He's doing that, you know, where in my backyard where when it rains, it like pours down mud. It really does in the back. So he's going to retain it with these rocks, which are going to look really cool. And then I talked to somebody else about building a deck So that way when I step outside my back door, it's not a 3-foot step. And I actually, by code, I have to have something there. Either I can have steps down into dirt, or I can have a deck. And I was like, you know, let's just do a deck. Yeah, so it was fun. I mean, it was fun talking to him, but I'm like a little brain dead a little bit, you know, and there's just a part of me that's really nervous that this house isn't going to be warm in the winter, which I'm really hoping it's going to be warm in the winter. Mostly for Rocky's sake, to be honest with you. And me. I mean, don't get me wrong. Not a fan of -5-degree camping. You know, I do it, but it's not something that I'm like, yay. I actually have to mentally prepare. I actually call my friend Stacy sometimes and I'm like, Stacy, I'm going to do -5. And she's like, don't freeze. And I'll text her before I get up here. And I said, I'm going in. And I text her when I come out, I didn't freeze. Anyways. Yeah, so I'm really hoping that I'll have heat in the cabin. I did ask about starting a fire in the cabin before I get the CO. And he says, no, you cannot do that. And because I was like, maybe we can get your guys, you know, keep them warm instead of paying for propane, you know. I can heat it with my stove. And no, according to the laws and the codes and all that, I cannot light a fire in that cabin until I get CO. So, yeah, all this wood I'm stacking. Well, it might be for next year. That's okay, I didn't split any of it anyways. It's a lot of work. You guys notice that Rocky's not like sitting here? This is hard. He's sitting, I can see him. He's sitting on my porch. But he doesn't even leave the porch, you guys. Like, he's just... he's enjoying this retirement. Now, I don't bring him out here that often. I know that some of you know that. And this is part of the reason why, like, his cousins... and I've mentioned this a few times in my videos, but it's on my mind, you guys. And I just kind of speak what's on my mind. But his cousins, like one of my best friends, she bought... some dogs from the same breeder, and we just call them cousins. His cousins died. They lasted till 8.5? No. Yeah. 9, maybe? Right at 8.5 or 9. He is 9 years old. He will be 10 years old in January. I hope he makes it to January. Like, I am actually really, especially since this trip, I've been really worried. He wouldn't get in the car. And I'm like, Rox, you gotta get in. And he can't jump all the way in. He can't jump all the way in. But now he's not even putting his paws up for me. You know, he'll put his paws up and then he'll wait for me to pick up his back end. And he wants me to pick him up and put him in. He's 120 pounds. I'm 100 and... I actually don't know. I threw away my scale. Let's just hope I'm 130 something. I hope. So yeah, it's very hard for me to pick up 120 pounds. Actually, I don't think I can. I don't think I can pick him up. So I picked up his front paws and put it onto the back of the car. And then I grabbed his back legs and picked it up and put him in the car. And you guys, like, he was like so upset and so... like he was screaming, you know, because it hurt him so bad, me picking him up. And I was just like, I don't know what to do. And now he doesn't want to get in the car. Actually, I was going to go over to a neighbor's house. I was going to drive over there, but I can't drive because I can't get him in the car. Because, I could, but, like, he was in a lot of pain, you guys. I don't know what to do. I'm not ready to put him down, just so you know. No, he's still got a lot of spunk in him too, you know. He just has these moments where that's a lot. The moments are coming a lot more. He just lays there, you know. And I want him to be happy, and I was telling the builder, I'm like, this is his retirement home. I want him to be able to enjoy it, you know? Sorry, I know you all have lost dogs before, and it's hard, you know. They don't live as long as us, and it's just hard. And I'm not ready to lose another spirit in my life, you know. I'm just not ready for that. So he can sit on the porch. I thought about leaving and going to my friend's house and just tying him up, but then the battery went dead. So I thought we'd go see the trees. I'm going to be ending this video soon, so thought it'd be kind of cool to walk over on my property and go see the trees. It's like magical in here. It really does. It seriously feels magical. There's times where I just get a blanket and I just sit in here. Okay, I'll have you. You don't have to look at me. Okay, picture the colors like twice as yellow. So pretty. So my kids are coming, or maybe Madison is, I don't know. She has a big event that she's doing today, but I think they're coming over tomorrow. And if they do, I should totally do like a little photo shoot with them with all of these cool trees. Wouldn't it be cool to see? You can see it yellow. Look at that. I'm no better than the other leaf lookers from the city. I'm just leaf looking on my own property is what I'm doing. So pretty. And I love the character of like this big tree. I love these aspens that have all these curves. Oh, that one's almost dead. But I don't think I want to cut that one. That one just looks so cool. We're going to have to talk to Dee about keeping that tree. Dee, keep that one. I like that one. That was just funny looking. He hasn't come over to this side of the property yet. I don't know how I'm going to keep up with him, to be honest with you. I thought about hiring a bunch of Madison's guy friends. She's hanging out with all these guys. Go figure. She is my daughter. But anyways, she is hanging out with all these guys, and they're really nice and they're really sweet, and you know what I mean? Like they're cool. Like they come in and check if she's sick. They all come over to check on her, you know, and I think that's really cool. And I thought about saying, hey, especially when the cabin's built, I'd be like, have your guys come over here and I'll pay them all X amount, and then I'll take them on ATVs or something like that, you know? I was like, but they gotta, or maybe I'll pay for the ATVs. That's what I'll do. I'll pay for the ATVs if they come out here and work for a day. I'm serious about that. I think I might do that next year. Yeah, 'cause she's got like 5 guy friends. They can fit in the cabin. Okay, you guys, I am going to end this video. I want to thank you always for joining me. I really do appreciate it. And sad the tent's coming down soon, but it's that time of year. So, and then it's winter camping. So I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.